if you want to get all fancy, backside of the knife into it. Say what?
If I go a little slower, because you couldn't really see it.
So that's pepperoni bread. Set the oven to 350. 10 to 30 minutes. I mean, depends on how evenly your oven cooks and everything else you got going on here. But when it comes out, there's one last step for it, and then it's done. Okay, and so for the ricotta bombs, just a container of biscuits. I cut each one into quarters, stretch them out real nice and thin, put a dab of ricotta in the middle of it, and then I fold it over like a triangle. Okay, so now for the dessert. Oh, before I go any further, first, these are the ricotta bombs. Bear with me, this is the first time we're trying them, and first time I even thought of them. So, yeah. Now, for dessert, we're gonna make tiramisu, and everybody says tiramisu is really hard, and yada yada yada. It's actually really freaking easy, all right? So, to start, get your blender. I meant to lock it, not turn it on. Okay. You're gonna start with 6 egg yolks, all right? 6 egg yolks, go right in. Spatula. What was that noise?
I don't know.
All right. 6 egg yolks. I'm gonna turn it on the lowest setting to start, just so I can get them moving, get everything going. Then a cup of sugar. Slowly add that in until it gets to a nice creamy consistency. Then, really strong cup of coffee with some of this creamer. Trust me, it'll taste great. Instead of adding them separately, I act like I'm making my morning cup of coffee. Right? And once you get about this consistency, where it looks kind of pasty yellow, alright, it means you're about there. You can step it up a little bit. I'm going to turn it up another notch. Now, slowly add the coffee in. Little tip for you, make sure the coffee is not piping hot, otherwise you're going to cook the yolks. Alright, now mascarpone. This is a 16-ounce tub. This recipe is for a 16-ounce tub. Cut it in half if it's going to be less. You get the half size, what are they, the 8 ounces? You get one of them, just cut all this in half. I like to keep the mixer going, so that way as everything's added in, it just keeps going, but I've scooped out too much. So, yeah, I did a great one there. Alright, so like I said before, here's the pepperoni bread, and this is the final step with it. Bear with me, it looks like crap, but it's the taste you go for, not the appearance. So that same butter I told you about earlier, use that, brush it, just light brushing of this butter. Alright, same thing over here. Alright, and to finish it off, grab some grated parm.
Did you want these with cheese?
Yes. And just put a generous amount of grated parm on top. If you wanted to, you could sprinkle some parsley on there as well. This parsley helps in digestion. And now you let it cool. Now back to the tiramisu. Once you get it to about this consistency, alright, you see how it's kind of the ripples it's leaving and how long they're staying before they disappear? That's generally the consistency you want. Now from there, you're going to take a pan and lay it down lady fingers. I'll show you that here in a minute. When you start making your tiramisu, you always lay down the lady fingers first. The filling's going to fill in the cracks and all of that. And the reason the filling looks kind of watery is because these lady fingers are kind of hard. So they're going to extract all that moisture, get saturated, and help stiffen everything up. Okay, so lasagna trays are done. One trick that I can tell you that we do, at least I do, I don't cook the lasagna pasta before I put it in. Just put it on dry. It's going to go in the oven anyway. The gravy's already moist. The pasta's going to pull that moisture, cook it. It's going to get cooked in the oven. Now here's the ricotta bombs. They're done. And I used a balsamic glaze on top of them. Babe, what do you think?
Really good.
Yeah. We also have some Alfredo, homemade Alfredo. Not allowed to share that recipe either. And we're also about to start boiling some fettuccine. Dinner's at 4 o'clock and it is 3:34 now. So things are about to get hopping.
Who young for is that? Young bull.
I sent you the video of today's service on Facebook, so you can look at it.
Veronica,
Yes.
this all was for you today, for everything that you've done for honoring forgotten heroes, and for all the times you bring us collard greens. So, just tell me a little bit about the meal, what you thought,
Oh,
and how our
it
cooking was.
was fantastic. Everything I love Italian food. I could live and die just eating Italian food. I've never had it from scratch. Everything was from scratch. It was fantastic. I stuffed myself. I'm about to curl up in the corner with my thumb in my mouth, and I'm about to go to sleep. I just loved it. And then you put before me all these desserts, which I can't touch because I'm so full, from the linguine and from the lasagna and the manicotti. Y'all wasn't here, y'all missed it. It was fantastic. And I'm so grateful, and I really appreciate everything y'all done for me. Liz and Brian, I love you both so much. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait to take the nice pan that y'all gave me to take home. I'm going home and threaten everybody with death, because the first one to breathe on is going to lose an arm. Because I'm going to be eating off of that for a minute.
I'm very glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, yes. And I'm so sorry you people on YouTube, y'all missed it. But I'll eat it for you.